to the All Effin' Wrestling Show special Saturday edition. We're gonna do our
Yeah.
oh you hit the intro. We're gonna do our our intro in a second here, but we are gonna do our prediction show. I got my lock in the night. What about you, JFB?
I mean, this is exciting. Like, I don't think people really truly realize how huge this is for AEW. And I mean, like, this is their biggest pay per view. Like, you can say Wembley and all that stuff, but tonight or this afternoon is the most important pay per view for AEW, at least in
We're gonna
my.
get into that a little bit more to start the show,
Yeah.
but let's play that intro.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
excited. I'm excited for when because you're a creative genius, JB. We're gonna
Thank
have
you.
that car going to the warp drive, right?
Hell yeah. Yeah. We're working on it right now as we speak. Hey,
So
everybody, and
I was just gonna
welcome
say,
to.
we were talking about at the beginning of the show, the
Yeah,
intro there. Um, it's a big show for AEW.
it's huge. It is, I mean, like, selling out Wembley is one thing, but they are ready to unleash the biggest non WWE pay per view ever. I mean, this is going to be ginormous. Like, you look at All Out when it first came out, all based off of a dare, because Dave Meltzer said no promotion could ever produce over 10,000 people for a pay per view, for a non WWE pay per view. AEW did it. And now we're talking over 20,000 tickets have been sold for this pay per view. It's huge. It's ginormous.
We got
And
Shane in
Joe
the
is here.
chat.
Yeah, let's see what we got in the chat. Let's see. It's the Twin
The Twin
Towers.
Towers. Me and you are the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess we're gonna introduce yourself.
Yeah.
I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry, damn it. Welcome to our prediction show. Um, my cohort here, JFB. Uh, we're excited for the show.
We are. It's
Introduce
a huge.
yourself, sir.
I am, of course, your chief shenanigans officer. I am the Prime Minister of Sinister. I will be your Kill City Cup champ come tonight. I am the JFB, James from Boston.
No, we got someone else in our AFW community,
Yeah.
but he's going by JDB.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you going back and forth with him.
3 letters, one meaning. JFB, awesome.
Did you see that tweet by MJF,
Oh, about the
the Bloodline?
about about Solo Sokoa's new shirt.
Like, okay, if you're gonna call it my family tree,
Yeah.
MFJ. No, it's not my family tree. It's my family
No, it's my
MFJ.
family tree. That's yeah, but the
Oh,
T
so it looks like a J.
Yeah, it looks like a J.
So why use the like that font?
Because you know why? That's Triple H's way of saying that's his middle finger to AEW. Like,
No, but it's just like it's hack.
yeah, you're completely right. I mean, it's it's WWE. Like, nobody understands or realizes what goes into their merchandise. Like, it goes through multiple levels of people signing off before it ever hits a store for you to buy it. It just does. Like, because
Yeah.
you got to deal with copyright infringement and all this other stuff. The fact is that it looks like MJF's. He's been using it way before Solo Sikoa and WWE have ever used it. He's used that font for years, and even before he went to AEW, he used it in MLW. So, I mean, it's they're trolling AEW, and let them. I mean, because it creates conversation more than
Yeah,
it
it
creates
does, and
anything
that's
else.
that. I guess
So,
that's the point,
yeah,
to create conversation.
which is fine. What? Yeah, what? I mean, you know what? People are gonna call it petty. People, like
No, but
I'm on
MJF is
Facebook.
approaching it the best way by just making a
Yeah,
joke out of it. He's in the bloodline.
yeah. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. All you can do is just sit back and find it hilarious. So, I mean, according to the Shane experience, Old English is a popular font. I don't like it. I mean, I'm a pretty big typography and font guy just because of what I do for a living, and fonts, make a huge difference. I don't like Old English. It's ridiculous.
Well, it depends what you're doing.
You
It
can
like
barely read it.
you're doing a fish and chip place or a pub.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
That works. So, are you ready to start predicting?
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
All right. So we got one lock. Each of us gets a lock of the night. We're gonna go
Yeah.
through 0 hour first. Then we're gonna go into the main card. Now, keep in mind, I don't have this in any particular order. Although I did leave the last two is what I'm expecting the last two matches to be. So let's go to 0 hour. We're talking FTR
JB, really quickly,
taking out.
how is my video looking on my side? Am I not choppy or am I smooth?
No, you're smooth.
Because you're kind of looking like Max Headroom over there.
Yeah, I have crappy internet connection right now,
Okay.
so
Okay.
yeah, that will be
So it's
remedied.
not it's
Uh,
not it's not our platform here.
no, it's me. I have I'm using a bouncer off of the main Wi-Fi, so sometimes it cuts in, sometimes it cuts out. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so let's talk FTR. They're taking on the Outrunners. Canada Dry, who you going with?
I'm shocked that this is the on the pre-show.
I am too.
I think this could have been on the regular card,
Yeah,
but I don't think FTR are divas
yeah,
to complain. I think they're guys that are just like, hey, whatever you need from us, we'll do it.
yeah.
Um, could we see FDR like give? I'm almost willing to say, are you writing these down?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm almost willing to say it would be a cool story to have the Outrunners win,
I think so too. Yeah,
like because the crowd would go nuts.
yeah. Well,
So
supposedly there was going to be a stipulation that said that that if the Outrunners lost, they would be kicked out of AEW. I don't know if that's an actual. I don't know if it's actually going through or not, but that was the stipulation that was rumored.
yeah, I'm. You know what? I'm going with the Outrunners here.
Okay. Okay.
It feels like a bit
Um.
of a limb, but I got to go out on it.
Yeah. I I think in reality, if the stipulation, and I think they're going to announce it at 0 hour, but if FTR and the Outrunners and the stipulation is that the Outrunners lose, they have to leave AEW. I think that works in favor for the Outrunners because it gives them the opportunity to come back as not different characters, but more intense. Like they're not going to be that 80s wrestling look. Like they're going to come back as basically badasses.
We got Shane's interesting comment here, her last one.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like I don't I can see it happening. I'm going FTR.
Just to make things interesting, right?
Yeah, just to make. I think you know. I think if you want to build this rivalry, the baby faces have to take the loss. They just do. And when you're dealing with such a huge pay per view, it only makes sense. Give them the loss, let them go away for a month or whatever, and then have them come back and cost FTR a title shot. Like that makes sense. You know, have them come back in, cost FTR a title shot, and then they make another run for it. And whoever wins out of those two guys, those two tag teams, gets a shot at the tag team championships.
So tell you what, if you do better than me
Yeah.
in this prediction thing, like I've got these I've been making these chicken bacon waffle sandwiches
Oh, okay.
with this. It's just so with Swiss cheese, and it's so delicious.
Yeah.
So tell you what, if you beat me, I will make you one.
There you go. I'm ready.
So we're gonna do that tomorrow on the show,
Yeah.
on the All Effing Wrestling show.
Okay.
And I think for tomorrow, we'll just kind of make it this week tonight sort of episode where we can review the make some predictions on the Evolution, talk about what went on all in and all the other pay-per-views that went on in the Saturday Night's Main Event and everything.
Yeah. We're doing good.
Yeah, we got the Uber.
Yeah, and we got Elvis.
Elvis has entered the building.
All right, let's go to our next match. We have an 8-man match. It's going to be Big Boom AJ, Hologram, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tomohiro Ishii. We're going to be taking on the Don Callis family of Hechicero, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta. I'm going to go flat out say this. I don't know why Big Boom AJ is even on this card. I don't get it. Like, I get he's an internet personality, but it doesn't make. I don't understand the fascination with this card.
I don't know.
It doesn't make.
I don't know
sense
if it's
to me.
bringing okay, maybe it's not for us. This is my theory. Maybe it's not for us.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to make a dent for AEW.
I don't think so either. Here's the thing. If you want to do what WWE does, get better outside people to come into your organization. You have Jelly Roll, which is followed by millions of people. Jake Paul.
Well, they had Jelly Roll in earlier a few years ago.
Yeah. But you can't you can't start. It's like scraping. It's like scraping the bottom of the barrel for celebrities. Like, hey, we got Scott Baio. Give me a break. Scott Baio hasn't been relative since 1985.
It's Charles in Charge.
Charles in Charge. That guy can sink in the ocean for all I care. Like, get real moving people who move a needle. Like, get them excited about coming in. And I think that's
like they were bringing in before they were bringing in Snoop Dogg, Mike Tyson, Jelly Roll. Like, no more unless they're like trending like a crazy amount. But but also, like I said, I don't think this is for us. This is for the certain people who, like, if you can capture his followers and turn them into AEW fans,
yeah,
I think that's enough.
I'm actually curious how big of a celebrity Big Boom AJ is. So I'm actually going to look it up. Who are you going to take for this match?
Okay, who is it against?
It's Big Boom, Hologram, Kyle O'Reilly, and Ishii versus Hechicero, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta.
I'm going with my Vancouver team here because I like Kyle O'Reilly. He's my boy,
Yeah.
and I think maybe they want to give AJ the pop.
I mean, I mean, like this is a match I don't care about. Like I get it's on Zero Hour and it's rightfully so. So who you take? You're taking the good guys, right?
I'm taking the good guys. I'm taking AJ and Kyle O'Reilly, Nishi, and Holga.
Here's the thing. I hate the fact that the Don Callis family has to take a loss on this because right now they have probably the strongest faction in professional wrestling. Like they have the strongest faction in professional wrestling, and they are going to be saddled with a loss. Now, it's not any.
You think I'm right?
I think you're right. Yeah, it's.
Justin disagrees with me, and so does Shane.
I mean, to me, it just. I don't know. It just doesn't. They have to win, but they're not going to. They're going to give it to Big Boom AJ and the other guys. So
But the guys in this match from the Don Callis family are bottom of the barrel.
I wouldn't say they're bottom of the barrel, but
no, they're not. They're not their top guys.
Yeah.
Like let me tell you this. I'm a Lance Archer fan now.
Oh, I'm a huge Lance Archer fan.
He is a genuine good dude.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. So
But
according to Instagram, which I guess is where he gets most of his pop from, AJ and Big Justice have officially 564,000 followers.
No, half a mil.
That's not a lot. Like that's not a lot. When you look in comparison to like Jelly Roll and like Logan Paul and all these other guys, that's nothing. Like
it's not. But if you convert even half of those to AEW fans,
yeah,
that's a big deal.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he does not post. He barely posts AEW stuff, unless he's on the show. Unless he's a camera whore, he doesn't promote AEW at all. Unless he's on the camera, he doesn't promote him. That's bull.
So, like, interesting take here. Like, it seems like this might do more for AJ than it does for AEW.
Yeah, it's not a copacetic relationship at all. It just isn't. So, all right, let's go to our last match of the 0 Hour card. We have a very Texas tag team. We have the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, who were victorious at Ring of Honor last night, teaming with the Von Erichs. They're going to be taking on Shane Taylor, Sean Dean, Lee Moriarty, and Charlie Bravo.
So we got the Sons of Texas versus
Shane Taylor Promotions.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can all figure out who's going over in this match. I don't think we have to really dig deep. Who are you taking, Canada Dry?
I'm going with the Sons of Texas.
There you go.
They're not going to give. This is in Texas. You're not going to saddle the hometown boys.
Yeah.
With an L here.
I mean, it doesn't make sense that you're going to card in Kevin Von Erich and his two boys and bring them into a huge pay-per-view, which most likely this will be the last match of 0 Hour to get the crowd pumped and ready for the main card. You're not going to give them a loss. It's just ridiculous. Like, it doesn't make sense whatsoever that you're going to go ahead and saddle.
Okay, so I've just given out my first red flag today, and it goes to Elvis.
Uh-oh.
For this comment right here.
'That one?
Red Flag Society for Elvis.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
So I'm just gonna
So,
talk for a second. I just need to put this in my notes.
yeah. So, I mean, I think this 0 hour is not very good. Like, I get it. You got to pepper some matches in between the talking and the segments before you get into the whole enchilada with the main card. But to me, FTR and the Outrunners should be on the main card. And I hate to say this, but Adam Cole and Kyle Fletcher should be in the 0 hour.
I don't think so. I think this is Kyle Fletcher's big moment here.
Oh, it's a huge moment for a title that nobody cares about.
No, but this is how you. Okay, you're pretty much cutting your losses with the Adam Cole in this moment,
Yeah,
and you're rebooting the franchise essentially of the TNT
yeah,
when you give it to Kyle. So you got to start it off big, start
yeah,
it off slow. But I want to backtrack here before we move on to our next match. We have the Sons of Texas. Kevin Von Erich is all elite.
yeah.
He has a Legends deal.
He does, which is huge.
Yeah.
Which is huge. Now, how they're going to utilize them, I have no idea. Outside of maybe if they're doing a tour through the southeast, like Texas and that area, then yeah, I mean he's a living legend. But he's not going to get the same pop if you go to New York City and roll out Kevin Von Erich. He's not
No,
gonna
but
get
that's the
the same
thing.
pop.
It's like these guys appear periodically, even in WWE.
Yeah,
Like they're not out all the time.
yeah. All right, let's get to the main card. The one that everybody's showing up for. The one that everybody's paying $49.99 with a $10 credit from Amazon. I'm going to start with the champion. We'll talk about the Ops. Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata. Taking on the Death Riders, Gabe Kidd, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta. Canada Dry, who are you taking?
I'm going with the Ops.
Yeah.
I think that this is Powerhouse Hobbs' most relevant time in his whole career so far.
Yeah.
And I think right now, this is the most relevant the trio's titles have been
Yeah.
since they were first introduced.
Yeah. I agree. I mean,
And it sets the mood. It sets the mood like I almost think that it sets the mood for the total destruction of the Death Riders.
yeah. Here's the thing. I agree with you on principle. I think that right now the trios titles are in a comfortable position, which is upper mid card, exactly where it needs to be. It's an alternative to the mess that's in the tag team division right now, and it's giving guys like Powerhouse Hobbs an opportunity to really shine. Joe doesn't need it, Shibata doesn't need it, but Powerhouse Hobbs does because the downside of Powerhouse Hobbs is this guy spends more time injured than he does wrestling. And that's not good. For somebody as dynamic and huge as Powerhouse Hobbs, you need him to be around. So being in a trio.
Did you see Powerhouse Hobbs with the Superman cape on?
Did I what?
Did you see Powerhouse Hobbs with the Superman cape on?
I did not, no.
Yes, and I posted it in the group. Who did it better, Powerhouse Hobbs or Dustin Rhodes?
Yeah,
Dustin Rhodes wore a Green Lantern esque,
I saw that.
which was really cool.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Yesterday or a couple days before, the Young Bucks were on a press conference and they were talking about two things. They talked about how important Adam Page is and how he has always been a main character in AEW. But at the same time, they talked about how the storytelling in AEW hasn't been as good as since the Death Riders appearing. So they really talked up about the Death Riders, which makes me believe that the Death Riders might have this because realistically, if Moxley loses the belt, Moxley is most likely going to go away for a little bit. And when your leader of your faction goes away, usually in professional wrestling, the rest of the team just disperses. And I think what's going to happen is, and I'm taking them, I think the Death Riders take the belt. I think they take the Trios Championship.
Okay, so what I like about, like, yes, you can go either way in this booking,
Yeah,
but what I like about this way is it causes doubt for the main event.
it does. It really does. Because if Death Riders get the Trios belt, you have to start questioning whether or not John Moxley retains. And it kind of throws a monkey wrench into a lot of stuff because, as easily predictable as this card looks, looks are deceiving, my friend. Looks are deceiving. That's all I'm saying. But
Now,
yeah,
Justin
I'm
said
thinking,
0 hour doesn't do it for me. Now, Justin, you've already bought the pay per view, so you're not who they're looking for.
yeah,
It's just meant to wet your whistle. It's like an hors d'oeuvre at a party.
yeah. It's an amuse bouche. It's a
Yeah.
spoonful of a piece of food that you get to eat. So, but yeah, I'm going with the Death Riders. Nothing against the Ops. I love Samoa Joe. I've met him and I know him personally. He is an amazing guy. I love Shibata. I love Hobbs, but I don't think that they're right for this belt right now. I think it has to go to the Death Riders to keep them together for when eventually Moxley
Do we
returns.
get the Samoan nope?
Oh, of course. At least twice. At least twice. At least 2 times, damn it.
I really like that name. I don't know if Joe came up with that or
Yeah, it
not,
was
but
Joe who
Samoan
came up
nope.
with the Samoa note.
Samoan nope.
Let's go to our next match. It is the Hurt Syndicate, your tag team champions, taking on the Patriarchy, taking on Jet Speed for the tag team championships. It's a 3-way Devil's Triangle, if you will. Canada Dry, who are you taking?
I'm going with the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like there's going to be something going on
Yeah.
where Adam Copeland needs to come save Christian.
Okay.
Because wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, I mean, it would be great. I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah.
I'm not predicting that, but I'm saying it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I think maybe Christian takes the pin,
Oh, okay. That
and
would be interesting.
Christian takes the pin, and maybe Nick Wayne betrays him with the help from the Hurt Syndicate,
Yeah.
and Adam has to come save him because he's in a. Maybe they're gonna do the concerto.
I mean, they did it on Wednesday. um, tag team wrestling is not huge right now in any landscape. It's not huge in WWE. It's really not huge in AEW because you basically took the baddest mofos in wrestling, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley. You double turned them to faces. You made Jet Speed look like the heels, and the Patriarchy just showed up because they had nothing else to do. Like, what should have been a legitimate match between the Hurt Syndicate and somebody worthwhile, you basically have just you were juggling with chainsaws and you just let them fall into the audience.
So who are you going with on this?
I'm going with the Hurt Syndicate, but I think you need the right to ship.
But
Here.
I think the only reason Patriarchy are in this match
Yeah,
is to tell the story of the reunion.
I
That's
agree.
the only
Yeah.
reason I think they're in it.
Yeah, I think the Patriarchy being there is kind of the way to start moving that storyline forward. Because Cope is getting ready to come back. I don't know if it's going to be soon or it's going to be later, but Cope is coming back because Cope doesn't have a lot of time. And we're
But
talking
what a
2 weeks.
huge pop it would be for if he came out tonight.
That would be gigantic. That might be the hugest pop of the night is to see Cope come back. But again, Cope's left because of FTR. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to jam him into a tag team match when he still has to deal with FTR.
Well,
You know what I mean?
FTR could be part of this as well.
Oh yeah, very well, yeah. But it won't make sense.
So let's make this a bonus question.
Okay.
Is Adam Copeland going to be on the All In show?
Okay. Canada Dry.
I say yes. I say yes.
I'm saying no.
This is worth 1 point. This is factor in who wins tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think he will. To be honest, I don't think he will. I don't think he's coming back. So, all right, let's go to.
Wait.
Yeah.
Let's do the gauntlet next. Because that's a good segue.
Okay. Let's go with the gauntlet.
Because it could be that's where Adam Copeland could return.
That is true. That is very true. So we have the men's gauntlet. It is not a rumble. It is in no way, shape, or form a rumble. As soon as someone gets pinned, whether it's 1 and 2 or 1 through 15, once someone gets pinned, that's it. Now we know of 3 contestants. We know that it's Mark Briscoe who's coming in number 1. We know that it's MJF at number 2. And at some point, Mystico is going to come in, and most likely he will be number 3. Canada Dry, who do you see winning the men's casino gauntlet?
I'm going with MJF.
Okay.
Makes the most sense for me.
Yeah.
And I want to add a bonus question to this too.
Okay.
What surprise entrant do you predict?
Oh.
And I'm going with Chris Jericho.
Okay, Canada Dry going for Jericho. Okay. I like that. I mean, in reality, it's going to be MJF because you have to deal with his eventual leaving the Hurt Syndicate. And you need a decent heel contender. You just do. Ricochet is not in that position right now to be that guy. But MJF totally is. So, yeah, MJF is going to win the men's gauntlet match. Yeah, MJF's going to win the gauntlet match. I'm going to tell you who my surprise, and Justin stole it. I think it's Bryan Danielson. He is in he is in Texas.
How nuts would that crowd go if Danielson?
It's not fully confirmed, but he was at Ring of Honor last night backstage, from what I heard, because Blue Panther was fighting.
Bryan Danielson confirmed way back when they did the media thing for this.
Yeah,
that he will be at All In. Not that wrestling, but he said he'd be here.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to come in to the gauntlet match. I don't know how long he'll last, but yeah, he's going to show up. That's my
What if that's who MJF pins?
Oh, that would be interesting as hell. That would be really interesting if that was who MJF pins, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's hard.
Now, when I say what if, it's just a what if. I don't believe it.
It's hard because you don't know the entrance. I mean, you have 3 confirmed, and that's it. Everything else at this point is just a surprise. But I mean, like Orange Cassidy could be possibly there. Darby Allin could show. I mean, like it's unrelenting how many people that have not wrestled for AEW in quite some time could show up. So I'm looking
You
forward
know,
to it.
I like this model that they're doing.
Yeah.
I almost think WWE needs to not tell who's going to be in the Rumble at all.
Yeah.
Don't have people announcing for the Rumble. Have it like a balls going backstage and like you don't even know if you're going to be in this thing,
Yeah.
and just surprise the fans. It would add more like suspense to that pay per view.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, it's kind of like back in the day with the Royal Rumble. Like you knew out of the 30, you knew 25 for sure.
Yeah.
But you always know that there's going to be a new signee, someone coming up from NXT.
Until lately,
someone-
we haven't had any surprise entrants like that.
Yeah, you
Really,
haven't.
rocked us.
Edge was the last big one. When Edge
Yeah.
showed up at the Royal Rumble, that was huge because no one saw it coming. And here's a guy with a really bad neck getting ready to start wrestling full time again. Like it's huge. So, but yeah, I think it's Bryan Danielson. I think he's gonna go. Since we're on the men, let's go to the women. Women's gauntlet
Yeah.
match. Hand to dry. Who do you see as being the woman on top of the mountain, my friend?
I think Chris Statlander.
Okay.
I just
Now,
think
she's
she
number
needs
one.
this. I think she needs this big win,
Yeah.
and they also, I think they need to establish that one's a big deal.
Yeah.
Having one win here and there
Yeah.
needs to happen once in a while.
Yeah. I totally agree. And Justin agrees with you as well. Laughatron 5000 thinks it's going to be Statlander as well. Here's the thing. AEW's had multiple, and when I say multiple, I mean hundreds of times where they could have taken Statlander and put her over the moon, and they never pull the trigger. And they ain't going to do it this time either. It's Athena. She is your biggest unknown wrestler right now. She wrestles behind a paywall. She only gets trotted out every once in a great while because you don't have a stacked women's division. Like you have the upper crust and you have everybody else. And nothing against
I
them.
disagree. I think AEW's women's division is better than WWE's right now.
The problem is that you have two people that constantly will go round and round. It's Timeless Tony Storm and it's Mercedes Moné. And then it's everybody else.
AEW's biggest problem is the fact that you only have one match in a night on Dynamite. Yeah. You can have two. They allow two on Collision.
Yeah.
But that's not your highest show.
Yeah. I mean, again, the problem is that women's wrestling is booked based off of nothing but social media posts and social media mentions. That's it. Like, nobody is tweeting about Britt Baker. Nobody's tweeting about Chris Statlander. Nobody's tweeting about Thunder Rosa. Like, nobody's tweeting about Megan Bayne. And it's a crime because you have an amazing division and you're not doing shit with it. You're basically giving the ball to two people and everybody else has got to...
Did you see that last night on Ring of Honor, they did a video of, I guess there's a New Japan star called Sherry.
Yeah.
She's coming to AEW and Ring of Honor.
Hell yeah, it's about freaking time. Well, you know what's going to happen? They're either going to put her on AEW and not book her properly, or they're going to hide her in a paywall. And it sucks because not everybody wants to pay $10 a month to watch Ring of Honor. It just
I don't know if they're going to put her there because I think she has some connections to Thekla. Tekla. I keep calling it Thekla. Yeah. That damn TH.
Yeah. Tekla. All right, let's go to our. Who do you think is good? Is there going to be a surprise on the women's side?
I don't think they're. I can't think it. Britt Baker.
I mean, Britt Baker is the only one that makes sense. She's the only one that's not wrestling. And
Britt
there's
Baker hasn't been
speculation
around in a
she's
while.
going to WWE. So I think, in all honesty, if Britt Baker shows up, we know she's going to ride out the rest of her AEW contract. If she's not there, she's gone. They're going to release her. They're going to give her a release.
Yeah, if she's not part of this, that's a major. Sorry, to use our red flag society. It's a major
Yeah.
red flag.
But yeah, I think it's going to be Britt as well. I think that's the only logical surprise that you can bring in is her, especially since they're not having a hair versus hair match with Thunder Rosa. So let's go
I
to
think
our next one.
I think that was just Thunder hoping for something and
Yeah,
spewing
that's
it out.
Thunder Rosa trying to make herself relevant.
Yeah,
At that
but
point.
I don't blame it. But like, you know, run it by Tony Khan first before you spew it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Noob says the best too. I mean, he's going with Athena, and yeah, he's talking about Suri, and she is from Stardom, and she does have a history with Tekla.
So it's pronounced It's pronounced Sherry,
Yeah,
but it looks like Siri.
yeah, it does. Let's go to Adam Cole and Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship. Canada Dry, you go first.
This is a big win for Kyle Fletcher,
Yeah,
and I think that this title is going to be way more relevant with Kyle Fletcher
yeah,
because, especially being that the unified title bumps this title up in prominence
Yeah.
as well.
yeah. You had a secondary title that was introduced years ago. Cody Rhodes has had it. Brody Lee has had it. Jack Perry's had it. Darby Allin's had it. You've had some big, major names that have carried this title and made it relevant and made it important. And then you introduce 2 additional men's belts, and all of a sudden the TNT title doesn't mean jack squat. And that's what it feels like with Adam Cole. And to be honest with you, I don't think Adam Cole's done that any justice whatsoever. And I don't think, in all honesty, I don't think it has anything to do with booking.
I think Adam Cole hasn't been booked well though. I don't think it's his fault.
I think it is. I truly think it is. And to be honest with you, I don't think he's right for this company anymore. I think Adam Cole needs to go back to WWE. I don't see how he fits. He
look at how gold he was with MJF though.
Yeah, but again, Adam Cole gets hurt. He comes back. You had the opportunity to finish telling the best story of that year, and they just screwed it up. And it's there's no rhyme or reason for Adam Cole to be in AEW right now. He doesn't wrestle very well. He's on the very back end of his career, and he gets injured a lot, and it's not good.
Can you show Noob's last
Put him
comment?
in WWE. He doesn't wrestle. Yeah.
Are you frozen, JFB? I think JFB is frozen. Noob's last comment, I just want to comment. He's like, I don't know, Shotzi, Elena Black, Dakota Kai, Natalia Markova, but I don't want Shotzi anywhere near. I don't want Shotzi anywhere near AEW. She can go be the indie goddess if she wants, but I don't want to see Shotzi Blackheart anywhere near AEW. So that answers that. I'm just going to wait here for JFB to get back. And to remind you guys to check out the shorts. Oh, here we are. JFB's back.
Hey, I'm back.
I was just telling everyone, I don't want Shotzi Black anywhere near AEW.
There we go.
I don't mind
I
any of these
mean,
people except Shotzi.
all right. So I'm going to speak on this. There's no way Shotzi's coming on AEW. There just isn't. She's not the right person. She is.
This internet's not good, JP. This is
Dakota
Chiefs.
Kai, maybe, and there's no way Natalia Markova. NWA and AEW do not have a working relationship.
And yeah, she's still under
So,
contract for at least another year. JP, you need to go sign out or something and come back because it's pretty brutal. Yeah, we're having some connection issues there, JFB.
yeah, hold on.
Seems okay now. So, yeah, it's dead air here right now. um, so the one question I was really wondering is Swerve and Osprey. Um, who wins this match? I asked this question on the YouTube short. Who's going to win this? The EVPs being dethroned. Um, I think possibly the Young Bucks win this. And the reason I say that is because it adds doubt. It adds doubt to the whole thing. If the Young Bucks win, you're thinking maybe, just maybe, Hangman Adam Page loses. So it's all about causing doubt. Like Christmas morning, your mother says, you're getting socks. And you open it up as a Nintendo. Woohoo! So that's all that's about. And we're blaming the aliens like Showtime Shane was talking about. How are we doing here?
I mean, I'm back. I don't know how long this is going to last, but we're going to try it.
So I was just saying about doing the talking about Swerve, and I'm going with the Young Bucks.
Oh, we're talking about the Young Bucks and Swerve?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the Young Bucks because I'm saying it's going to cause doubt again for that main event.
I agree. Um, um, I mean, it. Swerve. I think Swerve is going to turn heel at some point. I think that's an inevitability, and I think it's going to create a great year-long campaign against Will Ospreay. I think it's huge. I want to see that more than I want to see the Young Bucks not be EVP. So I'm taking the Bucks. It only makes sense that you take them and you put them into a position where their power gets bigger. Like, I like it. I like the fact that it questions whether or not, whether or not the Young Bucks are going. I love it. I think it's the Bucks all the way. Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. All right, let's go to the unification match. We're talking Kazuchika Okada taking
Jimmy, do you
on.
think that if you were just audio, would that be possible to just make it audio? Would that
No,
help? No, it would still
no.
be bad. So we're going to talk about Okada versus Kenny Omega. Now, this is a big deal. You got the lineage of the International Championship. You got the lineage of the I don't even remember the name of the championship. Uh, the Continental Championship. And it's a big deal. Unified belts. It becomes the second most important title in AEW. And there we go.
Let's try this one more time. All right, so we're talking Okada and Omega for the Unification Championship. Canada Drive, who you going with?
I'm going with Omega. And I also said, I was supposed to saying that this ties in to the Swerve and Ospreay match.
It does.
Because if they lose, they're not allowed to go after the world title for a year.
Yeah.
And Swerve can now, as you said, possibly turn heel. And we get Omega and Swerve Strickland. That could be big.
Yeah. Which I think would be huge.
And Swerve with the unified title would be a big deal.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he wants anything that's below, like, on par with the world title.
Yeah. I think
anything below that kind of hurts him at this point.
Yeah, I think freeing up Okada from the International Championship, I think
The Continental.
the Intercontinental. I think what that does is it frees up Okada to make a decent run at the World Championship. I think it's a huge opportunity to see kind of Okada at that level of being a world champ. Whether he wins it or not is regardless. I think it's good.
You're thinking Omega as well then?
Yeah, I'm going with Omega as well. I think Omega is the best ambassador for that belt. And I don't see him losing it anytime soon. I see him keeping it for a while. So, all right. Here's the final two matches, and I think they're going to go in this order. We got Timeless Toni Storm putting her women's championship on the line against your Owen Hart Cup winner, Mercedes Moné. Canada Dry, who you going with?
I'm going with Mercedes Moné.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes most sense. Giving her all those belts.
Yeah.
And I don't think Timeless Toni Storm does not need a belt to be relevant.
Yeah.
Like, she can still be over without a belt.
Yeah. I've never been a huge Mercedes fan until this run that she's on in AEW. I think what she's doing right now, she is the best female wrestler in the world right now. And I agree, Toni Storm doesn't need a belt. Toni Storm is always going to be Toni Storm, regardless of what iteration she goes with. Whether it's Timeless Toni Storm or regular Toni Storm, she doesn't need a belt to maintain how awesome she truly is. So I'm going with Mercedes Moné as well. I think Mercedes Moné adds something to that AEW championship, a swagger, if you will, that I think Timeless Toni Storm doesn't offer, you know? So, yeah, I'm going Mercedes Moné. I think Mercedes Moné is going to be an absolute killer as your women's champ. So, let's go to our main event. We're talking about Jon Moxley, your world champion, taking on the men's Owen Hart Cup champ, winner, Hangman Adam Page, in a Texas death match. In Texas, nonetheless. How awesome is that? Canada Dry, go first.
So, I think the reason why, part of why this booking of Hangman Adam Page is all about all in Texas.
Yeah.
Having a cowboy win it all in Texas. The logo's a belt buckle. We should have clued in a long time ago.
Yeah.
This is Hangman's big crowning moment in his career.
Yeah.
And when they finally open up that briefcase,
It's not going to be in there.
but how done that would be if they did that?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Tony Khan to do something sneaky like that.
I think it's just a tease that when they mention that, it may put doubt in your mind.
Yeah. I listen. The reign of Jon Moxley has been uneventful. It's been kind of boring.
Until recently, because we see it
Until
coming
recently,
to an end.
yeah. I think how they have built this story up. I think of how they have invested the time and the energy in telling this story, because we didn't know it, like everybody said, Ospreay is going to win and Ospreay is going to become the champ. Ospreay loses at the Owen Hart final, and Hangman Page is tasked with the duty of taking out Jon Moxley. What makes this so amazing is that you have no unified front when it comes to AEW trying to take out the Death Riders. You have Swerve with his own agenda. Ospreay is trying to get everybody together.
Well, I don't know if you saw it on Collision. They showed the sit-down talk with Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland.
And I think that adds to Swerve going heel. I think it adds the mystique.
I don't think he's going to heel yet. I think that's
coming.
a possibility.
It's coming.
It's after he feels like he's getting screwed over.
Yeah.
After he pretty much handed Hangman the title.
Yeah.
And he feels like, and what do I get out of this kind of thing?
I am picking Hangman Page.
Oh, Justin's going with Mox.
He thinks Mox is going to retain, and I want to address that really quickly. There is that doubt. However slim you think it is, there is some doubt. If you're trying to predict and you are not hemming and hawing on this match, if you're not really on the fence, you don't know good storytelling. You have to include that sense of doubt. You have to include that possibility that Jon Moxley might still be your AEW champion, which would suck, because who comes in to take their place? It may not be Swerve and it may not be Ospreay, because they may lose.
Especially if Swerve and Ospreay lose tonight.
Yeah. It's like pickup sticks. You throw all this chaos onto the floor, and then you just kind of have to start figuring out how to put everything back together. Yeah. And I think that kind of adds a mystique and intrigue. That's how you tell good stories. You have to create drama. Every great story has a part of drama built into it. And I think that's what they're doing with this. And
I think we wrap it up now.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Make sure you guys watch right after AEW All In. We're gonna do an after show. We're gonna talk about everything that's just happened. And as we say on the show, raise your fist in the air and just keep fighting, baby. See you later.